My haters won't always be haters, give them no power, give them no power. Creators of different nations, sooner than later, what will be ours? I keep an eye out for the numbers, testing content, synchronization. To infinity, even beyond it, I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am evolving, there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not talk about people I love, then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. Ain't no father, the number, equation, present, noted, observation. I'm not looking, revolt, creation, comment, fighting, celebration. I can't tell how it looks. I'm falling down, down, falling down. Would I ever stop? I did. There's a bottle on the table, and the bottle has a label, and I'll read it if I'm able. Well, I am. Let's see. It says, drink me. Well, I will. Very nice. Oh, I'm getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Suppose I go out all together like a candle. Oh, dear. I'd better try the cake. It says, eat me. There, I'm growing again. But too much. No, no, no. Goodbye, Pete. What now? Oh, I'm shrinking again. Curiouser and curiouser. But this isn't too bad. I can get through the door now. If I stand on tiptoe, I can reach this mushroom. Oh, a caterpillar. Oh, yes. To anoint us, to behold our sin. Know where you come from. This where it all begins. They want you to have a heart just like the tape. And man, want you to have critics. To anoint us, to behold our sin. Know where you come from is where it. All begins. They want you to have a heart just like the Tan Man. Want you to have critics to take over your land. You said it's gonna be easy. We fell from grace to eat things just. Greasy artificial foods that's lazy. Outside the store in the corner. Need another case of fear. Detox cleanse yourself so you can hear. To anoint us, to behold our sin. Know where you come from is where it. began. Now I want you to have a heart just like the Tan Man. Want you to have her to continue to take over your land. You said it's gonna be easy. We fell from grace, started eating things greasy, artificial foods that's laced outside the store in a corner. Need another case of beer. Detoxify yourself so you can hear. To anoint us, to behold our sin. Know where you come from is where it. Began. Now I want you to have a heart just like the Tan Man. Want you to have her to continue to take over your land. You said it's gonna be easy. We fell from grace, started eating things that's greasy, artificial foods that's laced outside the store in a corner. Need another case of beer. Detoxify yourself so you can hear. To anoint us, to behold our sin. Know where you come from is where it. Began. Now I want you to have a heart just like the Tan Man. Want you to have her to continue to take over your land. You said it's gonna be easy. We fell from grace, started eating things that's greasy, artificial foods that's laced outside the store in a corner. Need another case of beer. Detoxify yourself so you can hear. To anoint us, to behold our sin. Know where you come from is where it all began. Now I want you to have a heart just like the Tan Man. Want you to have her to continue to take over your land. You said it's gonna be easy. We fell from grace, started eating things that's greasy, artificial foods that's laced outside the store in a corner. Need another case of beer. Detoxify yourself so you can hear. To anoint us, to behold our sin. Know where you come from is where it. supposed to be will be. 'Cause everything that's supposed to be will be. 'Cause it'll be right. Oh, right. It'll be it'll be it'll be so when I so when I have a nervous wake up. I got something to say. It's up. Everything's flowing my way. 'Cause I put it in the atmosphere. Everything that I see will come back to me. I have no reason to be here. 'Cause everything that's supposed to be will be. 'Cause everything that's supposed to be will be. 'Cause it'll be
out this nation without your Howard shot. Shaky foundation when it all falls apart. There won't be no restoration when it's a pile of rubble. There's no need for renovation when the lights are all gone. Then what mirrors are you facing? Word against America where my ancestors dwell. A lot of cats got followings, the doctors super still. Don't you put your trust in no thing. They push it to the masses. Learn the ways of the Most High in these tools. Time to come together, make an exit out this nation without your Howard shot. Shaky foundation when it all falls apart. There won't be no restoration when it's a pile of rubble. There's no need for renovation when the lights are all gone. Then what mirrors are you facing? Word against America where my ancestors dwell. A lot of cats got followings, the doctors super still. Don't you put your trust in no thing. They push it to the masses. Learn the ways of the Most High in these tools.
down she fell, or there wouldn't have. My haters won't always be nameless.
It's going to be a real surprise for me to see this. I love my fat boys. Now, get out! My makeup, it takes about 3 hours. I've been saying 4, just for...
Forgot I was on live. Okay. I am definitely ahead of myself this morning. Great rising. The time is 7:02 on my clock here in Queens. Be nice to look up 7:02. I'm going to keep on going. The May 23rd personality report. Starting with secret language of birthdays, the day of energetic transmission. We are attractive today, convincing, mentally active, hasty. Keep in mind that these are the traits, the characteristics of those born on today. So therefore, we are sharing this energy of Gemini and all that other planet stuff that's going on. But in regards to the traits, self-sacrificing, self-unaware, these are what we have to be mindful of today and any other day. The meditation, fingerprints and snowflakes are not the only thing unique. Fingerprints and snowflakes are not the only thing unique. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But very good, analogy. Because you would ask, what are two things that's unique? What are the things that's unique? Snowflakes is unique and fingerprints is unique. I can help it I being unique. Fingers, tips, and snowflakes are not the only two things that are unique. When the sun just pops on out. Okay. The personality. Happy birthday, Gemini. Those born on May 23rd are highly capable when it comes to transmitting their energy, emotions, and ideas to others. Although their manner can be light or electric, their sex appeal is distinctly earthy. It is difficult to ignore those born on this day as they radiate something that demands attention, usually in a positive but markedly seductive way. Sounds familiar. I am an air sign. Advice: take care of yourself a bit more. Try to keep your impulsive nature under control. Look to your serious side now and then. Don't be too eager to please. Health. Although their work may be of a mental nature, their enthusiasm and impulsive expression of May 23rd people in their spare time, sports, fast driving, various high risk activities may put them in harm's way. If possible, they should channel each energies into safer avenues. Those born on this day must attend to the maintenance of their bodies, which they tend to neglect. A balanced diet would help here, and perhaps the preventive medicine of herbs, special foods, and supplemental vitamins and minerals. May 23rd people should be particularly careful about putting their hands at risk. If they are employed in an office, they can perhaps make their work more pleasant by organizing social events or simply taking advantage of opportunities for social contact, lunches, walks, coffee breaks with their fellow workers. Numerology. Those born on the 23rd of the month are ruled by the number 5. 2 plus 3 equals 5, then 23, and by the planet Mercury. And since Mercury represents quickness of thought and change, and because Mercury also rules Gemini, May 23rd people may be overly impulsive and likely to change both their minds and physical surroundings with great regularity. May 23rd people display a spontaneity which enhances their naturalness but can drive others to distractions while they make big mistakes. On the other hand, the hard knocks that those ruled by the number 5 suffer in life traditionally have little lasting effects on them. They recover quickly. The number 23 is associated with happenings and occurrences of all kinds, and May 23rd people like activity. So the archetype, the fifth card of the major arcana, is the Hierophant, an entrepreneur of sacred mysteries who is symbolic of human understanding and of faith. His knowledge is esoteric and he has authority over things unseen. Favorable traits conferred by this card are self assuredness, abstinence of doubt, and proper interpretations, and unfavorable traits are moralizing, bombast, and dogmatism. The Hierophant. Tehuti, thrice great Tehuti, known to the Greeks as Thoth, is the Neteru of wisdom. He invented writings, mathematics, and science, making him chief among scribes. He used his intelligence to win contests and against Kansu and to get around the divine course of Amun Ra. In doing so, he extended the year by 5 days. With the help of Maya, Tahuti is charged with maintaining the cosmic order. Tahuti helps Amun Re navigate his solar barge, the Atent, through the sky during the day and through the Duat, the underworld, each night. He also acts as persecutor, for the judgment of the Ka, the soul of the dead, in the Hall of Two Truths. So the theme as Tahuti is the nurturer of wisdom. The theme of the Hierophant Tahuti card is earthly and spiritual wisdom and its many manifestations: intelligence, esoteric knowledge, religion, mastery, and sacred knowledge. Tahuti's emphasis on maintaining the cosmic order and balance lends itself to a reading of conformity, equilibrium, and the comfort that can be provided by tradition, as well as traditional institutions. The Hierophant. Keywords: spiritual religion, spiritual advisor, religion, dogma, ritual, blind faith, indoctrination, submissive, and trust. This card also represents tradition and dogma. The Hierophant figure is shown peddling candy to a young person while wearing a cross made of bones. This symbolizes the idea that institutions have gone astray and are no longer beneficial to the well being of their followers. Tradition has become dogma, and adherents have been seduced onto a path of blind obedience. Dogma acts as an addictive opiate, causing people to remain enslaved to it. Institutions no longer serve as a guide to liberation or the light of love. The zodiac of Taurus is the Hierophant's particular influence. In distant ages past, a bull's head skeleton, as shown on the card, was an iconographic symbol of religious dogma and institutional structure. Additionally, sin was defined as missing the mark or the inability to hit a spiritual destination or goal, and it is represented by the red and black target behind the Hierophant. When this card appears in a reading, it encourages us to identify unhealthy dependencies we may have had on dogmatic beliefs or particular institutions. It warns us not to completely entrust our fate to others who are just as fallible as we are. If viewed favorably, the card can indicate traditions and institutions that support us. The Hierophant, in his ideal form, is a teacher of morality and spirituality, and is a guide for those who need guidance. Great rising, with the bad as well. So, the Hierophant, don't reinvent the wheel. The Hierophant or High Priest is a wise man and a teacher. He is an excellent advisor, but is an orthodox thinker. So if you go to him with a problem, he will give you a good answer, but won't be able to think laterally or imaginatively. The essence of this card is about doing things in a conventional way and following traditional wisdom. The Hierophant asks, the conventional way has been tried and tested and it works. Why try to reinvent the wheel? In this age of individualism where people often want to do things their own way, the message of the Hierophant is probably not the very popular one, but yet is still worth listening to. There are many times when it is better to fit in and go along with the crowd, and sometimes being different can be more trouble than it's worth. The Hierophant will fit in better. This card suggests you will find yourself be benefiting from a conventional and traditional approach. This may feel as a while as if you are wearing a straitjacket and that your creativity and spontaneity are becoming stifled. Provided you can find a way to integrate your own unique voice, this feeling of being trapped will lessen. Remember to appreciate the benefits of both the Hierophant's way and your own individual approach. You can then take the best of both worlds. The Hierophant play by the rules. The Hierophant in this position suggests you may have benefited from adopting a more traditional or mainstream approach, adapting to situations rather than fighting against them. There's a lot of truth in the expression of you can't beat them, join them. So be aware when it is time for you to compromise what you believe in exchange for peace. It is important to find a way to express your own unique voice, but it is also important to see the benefits of the Hierophant's approach. You can then take the best of both worlds. The Hierophant. Stuck in a rut, are we? Come on now, the Hierophant in this position suggests you may have been having problems fitting into a conventional environment. Perhaps you resisted adopting a more traditional approach because it made you feel less creative and more restricted, as if you were wearing a straitjacket, of course. It is important to express your own unique voice and do things in your own way sometimes. But the Hierophant's point of view is also valid. Having a positive attitude to both approaches allows you to adopt the best of both worlds. Let's see, what time do we have? An hour. We'll come back for the meditation. Yeah. From sun signs. And oh my goodness, it's a whole nother hour to go through. I'm multitasking. 2 hours always scare away folks. So, in the meantime, between time, we're going to go ahead and do it. We sure are. Might as well stay live. Mm-hmm. I think that started over. So let's change it to Ships, to the Chantress, and let that play while I finish grooming myself. Mm. Let's start off with that. May 23rd. Happy birthday, Gemini. Your personality report, meaning and meditation of today's Hierophant card. As interpreted by sunsigns.org. Mickey Donaldson. Good morning, gorgeous to her. Okay. Be right with you. Where is she going? Okay. Happy birthday, Gemini. I hope you're also getting ready under the sound of my voice or on the highway. Looks like you could be stuck in traffic. You know what that rush hour is like. Relax and just let the day be the day, honey. Let the day be the day. Because we're here anyways. Alrighty. All right. Let's see. How many minutes? Recording an hour. Let's do this. Happy birthday, Gemini. Great rising, gorgeous and gorgeous. Handsome. Let me get my water. "6:36 a.m. My water intake. May 23rd, birthday horoscope. Oh, excuse me, hold on a second. Here's my shot. May 23rd, birthday horoscopes. Predicts that the Geminis born on this day has a reputation for being funny people. I guess that was a laugh for me going off. Let's see. Okay. We have a unique sense of wit and are fun-loving free thinkers. Human humor will rule your lives all the time. Life is to be lived, so says Gemini. Yes, so says Gemini. Life is lived, is to be lived. You are feisty, adaptable, and knowledgeable. You have many dreams to share with people around you because you are imaginative and inquisitive. However, the May 23rd birthday personalities are busy people and sometimes can be unreliable due to this fact. Born on May 23rd, you're progressive, knowledgeable, steadfast, adaptable, imaginative, witty, and loving. Happy birthday, Gemini, the twins. You love to mingle and can be frivolous in spending for entertainment purposes. The Gemini birthday person enjoys the company of their brothers and sisters or family in general and good friends. If today is your birthday, then you need that connection to stay grounded. Your upbringing may have been different than most. This Gemini has a parent is likely to be disciplinary or even critical for their children. Nurturing the competitor, you may bring out the best in them. Be careful not to push too hard, Gemini. In love, typically the May 23rd zodiac person takes a stand for marriage vows and will remain steadfast in the commitment. Those born on this day are wonderful companions as the Geminis is likely to be loving and open-minded. They need to please. Oh, the May 23rd birthday horoscope predicts that you require emotional dedication from a friendship that is independent but loyal, passionate, unafraid, and full of fun. Just because this twin commits to one particular person does not mean that they will give up their freedom. They are curious individuals that need to explore. The many the May 23rd horoscope meanings show that these natives encompass many gifts, and among them is their ability to attract money. It seems to accumulate. You may have trouble saving it, however. The more you make, the more you spend. It is suggested that you should seek the assistance of a professional when it comes to money management. I do agree with me. With this kind of thinking, you need to have a clear understanding of goals and how they should work. Usually, May 23rd zodiac individuals are idealistic and are clueless when it comes to the word budget or saving for life's little unexpected mishaps, disappointments and emergencies. Nevertheless, Gemini will see a project through if it holds interest. The May 23rd birthday astrology predicts that you are characteristically healthy but may experience some difficulties relaxing. Your body's metabolism can be higher than that of others. However, a body can only function so long before it needs to rejuvenate or refresh itself. There are all kinds of aids available for relaxation therapy. There are the sounds effects, aromatherapy, and yoga, just to name a few. You could use a checkup. As the May 23rd birthday zodiac sign is Gemini, you are known to neglect your physical conditions. So the May 23rd zodiac personalities are industrious people. You can also be free-spirited individuals who enjoy the company of close friends and family. As parents, you're likely to be authoritative. The person born on this day will likely marry as the idea of being alone is lonely. You want to live life to its fullest potential. This can put a dent in your bank account. Letting someone else hold your money can be beneficial to someone with this birthday. It is time for a checkup. If you have done so already, please disregard this message, but this Gemini can be neglectful to their thrones. Happy birthday, May 23rd, Gemini. You love to mingle and can be a frivolous spender. These Geminis are busy people and sometimes can be unreliable. Because of this fact, most born on this day are wonderful companions as you are loving and open minded. Famous people and celebrities born on May 23rd. Let's see. Rosemary Clooney, Joan Collins, Drew Carey, Jewel, Margaret Fuller, Marvin Hagler, Maxwell, Artie Shaw. Let's go to some Maxwell.
There is a world where getting up is actually better than staying in bed. Brew your own bliss. Only with Starbucks for Nespresso Virtuo. You were a dream that just should not have been a fantasy. Real. You gave me this beating pain, this rhythm inside. You made me feel good and feel nice and feel love. Gave me paradise. So shouldn't I realize you're the highest of the high? If you don't know that I see, so don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Shouldn't I realize? Shouldn't I? You're the highest of the high. If you don't know that I see, so don't ever wonder. So tell me how long what's gonna take until you speak, babe? 'Cause I can't live
Okay. This day that year, May 23rd in history, Charles V. German Emperor salutes King Christian III of Denmark. In 1883, the first baseball game between individuals missing one arm, one leg. In 1922, Laugh-O-Gram Films and Walt Disney makes their first film. In 1926, the ball goes over Wrigley Field's scoreboard, scoring Hack Wilson a home run. In 1966, Paperback Writer by the Beatles is broadcast on radio. Your Chinese zodiac, the horse. Brief description of that. We won't go into all of it. Um, for time preferences. The Chinese horse zodiac sign is driven to the horizon, mane flying, and hooves forever pounding new turf. They don't and are not content in the lands they know, or what is within their eyes gaze. I feel so cheated if I don't read it all. Of the horse. Reading the Chinese horoscopes is what's made me go live. Because we are in the year of the dragon and I'm currently that dragon. They are not content in the land they know, and what is within their eyes gaze. They are forever tumultuous, never satisfied, being under the thumb of another. They are constantly reaching beyond who and what they are. They are always hungry for new experiences and new stretches of land. The Chinese horoscope personality is forever the extrovert, always in the limelight and always actively galloping towards his dreams. Once the horse has attached himself to a dream, he will carry it through to its completion, no matter what he has to trample to get there. The scope of his dreams is somewhat different, though. The Chinese zodiac horse can push past any kind of boundaries that get in their way. They are utterly unstoppable in these situations. They are mostly comfortable in those areas where there's a new ground to explore and new experiences to have. The horse trait can show they don't dwell on the past because the past is another country where they have already been to. They beat their path, driven by their sense of independence, which requires them to remain free of movement, thought, and action. Those born on The horse years are optimistic and enthusiastic and always noticeable in a crowd. They live deeply within the realms of their dreams, always figuring out how to move them forward. They are utterly trustworthy, no matter the circumstances, and will be amongst the most loyal of friends. They speak openly and honestly, and you will always know what horse is thinking. The Chinese horse zodiac's greatest strength is also their greatest weakness. They are not only most comfortable in new horizons, but also compelled to seek them out. This means they never settle in one place, always wanting to charge forward over new frontiers and horizons. The horse sign tends to make tempestuous children rebel against authority and crave their way in the face of their parents' authority. Sleeplessness is a problem for them, as they're always afraid of the next great adventure they'll miss. There's a tendency to be selfishness, and when present, they do not attempt to hide it from those around them. The Chinese horse star sign, when dedicated to a job, will complete it with a large amount of competence. For their preference for being on the road makes them an excellent journalist. Anything that keeps horse moving from scene to scene. The horse zodiac likes being on the cutting edge of things as well, and research suits them well if they can sink their teeth into it. That which is rot will drive them mad, but if there are discoveries to be made, they will be in their element. Their biggest failure is that they are deeply independent. Being under the thumb of another is a bad place for them to operate. The horse's characteristics show that they can be a good leader, especially if the group they are in charge of is breaking new ground. They are always the kind of people who would be excellent in leading military troops, as their capacity for leadership and bravery are unparalleled. Whatever the case, you will not find this boss riding a desk, but out trying to make advances in whatever work they do. The horse can serve exceptionally well being out in the field, drumming up new ideas and businesses. Another place they are well suited to is to be the face of politics. Chinese astrology says that the horse sign can make a magnificent companion as a co-worker. They are excellent with points of translations. They are also the person to have by your side in jobs that include high levels of danger and republic service. So heroic nature of the Chinese zodiac horse will have him charging into fires as a fireman or serving the people of his city as a police officer. He won't end up being among the ranks for long, but will aspire to advance through the ranks, and has a particular aspiration for honors. The horse is decidedly career oriented. They will stick through their work for the long haul once they decide on their place. The Chinese horse's relationship with money is largely incidental, while it's certainly important to their desired life of travel and seeking new horizons. It's not something that drives them. It just allows the horse to follow their drive. They will naturally find themselves in better and better paying positions just by their desire to climb the ladder to greater and greater responsibility. However, if money is the only thing to be gained by moving up, or if the horse is tied to a desk, he won't make that move just to get the money. Those born out in the year of the horse don't tend to tie themselves into long term relationships, not due to a fear of commitment, but instead a fear of being insecure or dissatisfied. They are drawn to those men and women who can help them build their self confidence. For all that they display on the outside, they are prone to deep insecurity. The horseman or horsewoman cannot be expected to quit fronting or bits of indiscretions just because they are taken, but they can be expected to show complete candor about it. Don't expect to bind down a horse in a marriage easily. Marriage is a necessary evil, standing in the way of real love. They are deeply independent, and this will run on through even when you manage to get them bound down. The Chinese zodiac horse people approach love with the same passion they approach anything else. They will give themselves over to it fully and completely and look for a deeply sensual partner in turn. Oddly, they are attracted to modesty. Though they are quite romantic and passionate, the horse will display an abundance of endurance and patience. They tend to admire and dominate and keep the relationship spicy. The years of the horse. February 15, 1942 to February 4th, 1943. February 3rd, 1954 to January 23rd, 1955. January 21st, 1966 to February 8th, 1967. February 7th, 1978 to January 26th, 1979. January 27th, 1990 to February 14th, 1991. February 12th, 2002 to January 31st, 2003. January 21st, 2014 to February 18th, 2015. February 17th, 2026 to February 5th, 2027. February 4th, 2038 to January 23rd, 2039. Your ruling planet is Venus, which symbolizes grains, income, arts, and love, and Mercury, which symbolizes your mind, mental health, and ability to swift in your actions. Your May 23rd birthday symbol is the bull. It is the symbol for the Taurus sun sign. The twins are the symbol for the Gemini sun signs. We're still on the cusp. Your tarot card is the Hierophant. This card symbolizes esoteric knowledge, wisdom, and sacred energy. The Hierophant. The Hierophant card of the Rider-Waite deck, however, this is coming from the Global Infusion Intuitive deck, sits upon his religious throne. He is the keeper of tradition, the director of old ways, and most staunch observant of the status quo. Ship, and a balance between the conscious and subconscious minds. Also, he represents the highest earthly religious authority. The upright and reverse position. The upright meaning of the Hierophant in the major arcana is a convention and follows the traditional processes and approaches. This warns against innovation and instead guides you to stay within existing systems and beliefs. Sometimes the old ways are best. Past events. You have been sticking to the straight and narrow, practice paths and traditional ways. While these patterns may have been working, they are limiting your options and preventing you from getting the most out of the situation. The situation you've been in, branch out and take some risk. The old ways are not always the best. Present events. The current situation you are in requires some flexibility in thinking. You've been holding to the straight and narrow, doing things in a tried and true way. This time around, they will fail. You're just beginning this journey. Before you're committed to old habits, change tracks. Future events. Be aware, my traditional friend. The future is coming and will allow you to try new ideas and expand your mind and opportunities, ways from the roads where you're used to traveling. Take this opportunity to spread your wings and see different ways. The reverse meaning. In this position, the Hierophant has left the path of wisdom. His adherence to tradition is faulty. He finds every loophole and defiles it at every turn. The balance between the conscious and subconscious is screwed, and the order no longer functions in its base ways. He is religious power subverted. The past events. You have been rebelling against traditional ways, preferring to go your own. This has been causing you nothing but trouble and complications. Your path is rebellion, not innovation. It is chaos, not making needed changes to the status quo. Your troubles can be assuaged by taking the path of least resistance. The present events. Your current situation vexes you. You feel confined and locked into a traditional path and subverted them at every possible turn. Your struggles against this are not serving you. Take the opportunity to listen to the wisdom of tradition and work within its established perimeters that you will find your current situation much eased. Future events. Coming down the pike is a situation that you will feel is binding, that you will feel will block you and trap you. You would try to make changes, try to show them a different path. Avoid this course of action, for it will not serve you. The easiest and most effective way through this is the one well trodden. The associated colors for the Hierophant in the upright position, lavender. This meditation will focus on the Hierophant's tarot card of the major arcana, the leader of traditions, the benefits of society, and the key to the conscious and subconscious. He stands seeding the raw power of the universe down to the world, using religion in all its forms. Set a lavender calendar on a matching meditation cloth, or a simple white cloth will do. As you focus, think of religion, communities, spirituality, and the conscious and subconscious connecting force. You will feel yourself settling down into a kneeling position in your meditation. And above you will be seated the crown, representing the three realms where you are. Took the traditions as you did, said the same oaths, and began the same path. Was he as bewildered as you are now, as eager, ready to receive this knowledge and serve the greater wisdom of the universe? Likely he was, for he is just as human as you are. The Hierophant in the upright position will speak to you, pontificating on the nature of the universe, beseeching you to take the oath. He will ask you to make the same promises he did to ensure that the mysteries he gives you in a sacred trust do not be given out lightly. It matters not. You begin to realize that the mysteries you are learning are experiential. You can no more speak the truth to the uninitiated than you could describe Mozart to a man deaf since birth, nor given meaning to color to those who are blind. He speaks to you of tradition, of his rebelliousness at your stage of life. He explains that it took him long to realize that there are profound truths to life while it is hard to see. Some paths are tried and true, and they are known to work from generations of effort. But he charges you also to keep your mind open, to focus on new experiences, and can provide many answers to the questions they lay within its purview. At the end of the questions, you will rise out of the meditation and be prepared to write the answer to any questions you may have within your journal. The meditation in the reverse, the Hierophant. This meditation on the Hierophant card in reverse position will focus on rebellion, breaking of tradition, and the Hierophant having left the path of wisdom. You will take the red cloth and lay it before you, representing war and aggression. You will place a red candle of the cloth and to one side, as well as any incense that seems woefully inappropriate for the setting. Place the tarot card not reversed, but toss it invertedly onto the cloth. Settle into the meditation and feel yourself slowly surrounded by a room full of thick, cloying incense, the loud and uxorious laughter of undisciplined youth singing loudly and drinking heavily. The Hierophant is seated at a chair in disheveled clothes. His crown sits off to one side. His hair is tangled and unwashed, and his scepter is not held but leans against his chair, bearing the patina of poor maintenance. The room itself has gone long without seeing care. He calls forth two of their number without ceremony. They come to him, stumbling drunkenly down the path. He motions to them dismissively, mumbling some disorganized and rambling words of ordination, and he admits them into the order of the drunken fool. Behind him is a symbol, now much tarnished but once reverent, of a noble figure, decidedly not a fool. And you begin to understand that after being placed in his care, he has fully perverted the meaning of this place. None of the old traditions have been held up, and it is obvious that this once holy place is suffering for his indiscretions. The pupils are undisciplined, the ceremony shifted, and all has begun its fall to ruin. Why has he done this thing? Looking at him, you see it is Hebrews. Hebrews is a mind that believes that tradition is pointless and without meaning. All the work of those that came before meant nothing. Worst after many generations of keeping this place holy and pure, they were all fools in believing in its principles and what it stood for. Pay attention to the follies here, the failure of the system when traditions are ignored. This is the Hebrews of broken tradition failing. Watch for your warnings, for the message for you in this tarot card meditation. And when you begin to rise out of the meditation, make a note of what seemed important to you. Happy birthday, Gemini. See your view. The workers are here. 67 degrees in Coley Island. It just turned to 7 degrees downtown Brooklyn. Let's go. Harlem is 72. Let's go. Oh my. You have minor arcana cards associated with today, the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords. I'm going to read from a different book, and not from Sun Signs. The Eight of Swords. Keyword hostage, bound, restricted, isolated, fearful, and stubborn. This is what we could be feeling today, and yesterday, and probably tomorrow and forevermore. Sometimes it feels like the walls are caving in as unknown dangers lie in wait to tear you apart. The Eight of Blades is the card of oppression, but quite often it is our fears that bind us. When the Eight of Blades card reveals itself, you should ask yourself if the things that are hindering you are of your own doing. Allow the sword of clarity to cut you free instead of stubbornly sticking to old ideas. The King of Swords. The key word is prudence, insensitive, rigidity, influential, abrasive, candid, sincere, and harsh. The King of Blades sits on top of his throne on high. He is in command of nature and speaks with his voice of truth. Ravens and swallows gather before him. The King of Blades renders his judgment with scrutiny and wisdom. The king has his sword pointed downwards, indicating that he knows when to hold his tongue and when the appropriate time is for speech. Each of his words is deliberate. The swallows and ravens indicate life and death, and the king's understanding of the impact of his decisions. So, your May 23rd birthday zodiac compatibility. You are most compatible with people born under the zodiac of Libra. This will be a beautiful and loving relationship. No wonder why I am up and the Libra is gone. The other Libra. You are not compatible with people born with the zodiac sign Cancer. This couple will be at odds with each other. Mm. The May 21st lucky numbers are 1 and 5. 1 is the number that speaks of successful and inspiring leader who can be kind yet assertive. 5 is the number that signifies a social, pleasure loving, and adventurous personality. Your lucky colors are violet and orange. Violet is a color that stands for intuitive abilities, magic, stability, and inspiration. Orange is the color that symbolizes abundance, enjoyment, independence, and comfort. Your lucky day is Wednesday, planet Mercury's day. Symbolizes how swift communication can bring about quick positive results. Your May 23rd birthstone is a gate. A gate gemstone is said to improve courage and strength, thus making you a better person. The ideal zodiac birthday gift for people born on May 23rd: an iPhone for the man and a sleek leather belt for the woman. The May 23rd birthday personality loves gifts that make them happy. And that has been today's morning early rising. Happy birthday, Gemini, your personality report reading, and hope you enjoy your day.